I don't think there are the votes in Congress for a border tax, an import tax. I don't think the votes are there. What say you?
Well, good morning, Stuart. And what I would tell you is to make America great again, we have to make America competitive again. We have to do some things, especially cut the business tax rate and individual rates, since 70% of businesses are pass-throughs. And in that effect, we have to look at how we do that. The border adjustment tax is something I have a concern with. I've said there are three issues with it. Number one, does it pick winners and losers? I think we know that question already. We have people at the White House today. Number two, who's ultimately going to pay for it? And number three, does it meet the WTO standards, the World Trade Organization standards? Asking those questions now for the last 4, 5, 6 months, I don't have the answers yet, and that's where I think there are not enough votes yet to support a border adjustment.
Which means the whole concept of a tax cut package is further pushed down the road. If you can't agree on one of the major facets of that reform program, the border tax, you can't agree on that, you can't get a tax cut package through Congress.
Well, I disagree. There are ways to get this done. I think we need to start looking at it. I think we need to prioritize it. I think we need to look at ways of bringing these rates down. Corporate tax rate reductions are a necessity to make us more competitive. They're the ones that actually employ the people. We need to reduce rates on the individuals as well. And let's face it, Stuart, corporate taxes get passed on to the consumer anyway. So we keep harping on corporations, but let's bring that rate down so they have the available cash and dollars to employ more people and get this economy growing.
I understand entirely what you're saying, Congressman, but look, we're a financial program. We follow the stock market very, very closely. And we know that investors, they want a tax cut. They would prefer to have a tax cut first and Obamacare reform second. But they've got to wait now on this tax cutting proposal. If you can't get agreement, if you can't get it in front of the president real fast, you might have a stock market sell-off. What say you?
Well, I do believe that we're going to get something done this year. I do believe that we're going to, and here, we should be able to do two things at once. We should be able to work through Obamacare and at the same time come up with a tax plan that actually makes America competitive again, which is reducing rates. I think we should be able to do that, and we're going to work real hard to get that done.
Congressman, you're in the center of the firestorm, and we really appreciate you being with us this morning, sir. Much obliged to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yes, sir. All right, here it is.